Hi Cancer, happy May. I hope you're doing well, okay? I think this reading is a great one, honestly. I'm thrilled to deliver it. And honestly, I missed you guys when I did the first 6 videos yesterday. I went back and looked, and ironically I missed you. And there must have been a reason, because a lot of those weren't really lovely. The energy is just really stinky, to be honest with you. But we have to make the best of it, right? So your reading is phenomenal, and I think I'm actually going to coin it returning to a simpler way of living, because that's exactly what I feel when I look at this. It's refreshing, it's youthful, it's joy-filled, it's gratitude-filled, it's taking what's old and making it new again. It's really streaming your life back to basics. You may even be moving back to somewhere that you lived in the past. You may be, traveling back. There could be potential travel in here too. If you've got any real travel that you're doing right now, I would just be careful about that. Meaning, just be extra cautious. Check your tickets twice. Check your, if you're taking train, plane, automobile, whatever. Just be extra careful. Be extra diligent too with driving. I think the energies are just such that, you just want to be careful with things like that. But overall, this reading is phenomenal, okay? We come in with, I had to shuffle the cards around a little bit due to spacing, but we come in with the 6 of Cups, right? Which just is innocence. It's just a simpler way of living. It's memories of good times, good people, good places. There's lineage in that too. There's really just time with siblings, time with family, time with friends, treasured people. Even yourself, just really, honestly, what I feel with this whole reading is just like fireflies and lemonade and warm weather and grass and the sun and, kids laughing and just really a great time. No clock, no watch. You're just on your own time. And I think that when we streamline our lives, back to basics, it gives us so much more. You know what I mean? So it's the opposite of what we normally think. And I always bring up that cereal aisle because it's too much of too much. You know what I mean? And it just gets overwhelming. And I think what you're doing is you're going to gain so much more by doing so much less, meaning really streamlining things here. Now, like I say, we come in with the 6 of Cups as the energy. We've got the 6 of Swords, we've got the Ace of Swords, and we've got the Fool card. Your advice is the Hierophant and Temperance. And your outbound card is the 8 of Cups, okay? I don't think necessarily that you're leaving something behind. I think you're going for something more. You know what I'm saying? Some of you may be updating your skill sets. You may be changing careers. You're looking for something more substantial. You know what I mean? Something more than just the mundane. It's the quest for, purpose in the past. You know what I mean? Again, really bringing things back to basics. The Hierophant is all about tradition, right? Temperance is all about making something new out of something old. It's about a balance between the two, right? Making what's old new again in a brand new way. And that's what I think you're doing. For some of you, you may be launching things. You may be doing things in a different way. You may be writing something different. You may be doing something different. You may be moving somewhere. Either way, there is a breath of fresh air in here. There's generosity in here. There's kindness in here. There's nurturing in here. There's luxuries in here. There's comfort in here. This is like, I don't know how to even put a feeling into words here. This is just like, it's like summer nights when you were a kid. You know what I mean? And you could hear the click of the lights come on, and it's drive-ins. It's simple ways of doing things. It's a lovely reading. I'm not going to, hammer on with this, but it's a great reading. You could be going, this is more than, this would be more than traveling on a vacation. This is a way in which you're moving your life, right? And it can be, you don't even need to leave house. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to actually move residence, but what you're doing is you're streamlining your life back to basics. Literally back to simpler times, which give you so much more. And that's what I think is It's amazing in here. That 8 of Cups is not always a card that's doom and gloom. It doesn't mean you need to leave something behind to gain something else. It doesn't. And that's what the Temperance really stands for too. Your advice with the Hierophant and the Temperance card is to make something old new again. Maybe you're updating your skill set. Maybe you're doing something, you know, else like that. I think what happens here too, some of you may be counselors, you may be psychologists, you may be something in the realm coaches. When you figure out the psychology in life, you know what I mean? Like when you figure out really human nature, what the real substance is there, this is what the reading looks like. That's what it feels like. So I don't know how to explain it any better than that, but this is a phenomenal reading. I am thrilled to deliver this, honestly. Enjoy this. I think you're right on the mark. I think finally you've decided to take things into your own hands, because your readings have been stinky. They really have. And it always amazes me. But I think that you're just doing what Cancers do, and you're nurturing it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to put this really into words. This is a breath of fresh air. This is, it's really what I think we should all be reaching for. This is phenomenal. It's inspiring. I think that it's, again, if you're doing some traveling, I would just be cautious of that. The 6 of Cups, I always put the air with that card. Just don't be so, and I don't think you are, but I'm just putting this out here because this is a general read. But with the 6 of Cups, I want to say if you are traveling, just be aware of your surroundings. And I mean, be aware of, to make sure you're locking your house up. Make sure I'm not putting anything out here. I'm just saying, I've got to pull these different elements in here because they do sit here. That 6 of Cups, I always am drawn to that person in the back. You know what I mean? And it is a card about nostalgia. It's a card about ancestry. It's a card of, too, you know, you may be really hankering back to, you know, visiting your grandmother's house and how simple things were. And I think that you're trying to create that kind of atmosphere for yourself, and I think that it's great. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think this is a phenomenal reading. That is exactly what this is. So I'm going to keep it short. It's wonderful. Enjoy this. Leave your comments. I would so love to read these. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a wonderful May. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to do anything for you. Okay, thank you so much.